Alright, today on the table I have a katana. This particular sword's made by Warrior Swords. I'm trying to get a website from them, so if you want to have one made, you can. They can literally make you whatever you want. Otherwise, if that don't work, Skype is also a very good way to get a hold of them. This particular sword has a folded steel blade. It's a black blade. I intended on shooting this in direct sunlight so you'd be able to see the folds in the blade and everything, but it's storming out, so that isn't going to happen. And I asked them both the pros and cons of having a colored blade. They told me that the colored blades are a little bit more resistant to rust, but in heavy use the coloring will come off of them. That's something you gotta decide if you want. These swords are handmade. As a matter of fact, there's still a little blood on the handguard. I'm assuming someone cut themselves when they were making this. The wrap on this one's real leather. The blade is full tang. It is pinned into the handle. You can drive these pins out and take it apart if you so desire. This is pretty sharp. It's not sharp enough to shave with, but still very sharp. The sheath, it's actually pretty light. It's got a great paint job on it, I feel. I kind of wish something would have been done different here, like they would have painted it. I don't know if that's standard on katanas to leave that open like that. Not a katana expert. You also get this cloth case. Definitely also not an expert in Japanese culture, but I feel it's got like a Japanese feel to it with the flowers. This looks very well made. Even the rope on it, also very well made. The overall quality of the sword, the handguard don't feel loose. The wrap is nice and tight. None of these pins feel like they want to come out. The blade looks nice and straight. Now you will notice with handmade swords, I've been told this is the norm, the thickness of it will vary slightly. Like right there it feels slightly thicker. Right there it feels slightly thicker. I guess that's the norm with handmade stuff. Also, the blade, how it's sharpened, this isn't like your standard knife where you'll have your edge and then another edge like that. This one you could actually like lay the blade flat on something to sharpen it. The edge actually goes straight up like that. I do like that a lot because, that's a big blade, and not being able to lay it flat on something, because I actually had a cheaper sword where, it had an edge and then another edge like that. Impossible to sharpen. This one I feel confident I could sharpen if I had to. If you're considering buying a sword, I myself would definitely purchase one overseas. An offering like this in the United States, made by a United States manufacturer, it's going to be at least 2, maybe 3 times the cost. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.